Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sam, aka Color Fusion Crochet, and today's video we're going to be discussing fails because I started a project last night and that was probably my mistake right there, is starting that project last night. So it was about like 9 o'clock at night and I was already feeling tired. But anyway, I tend to do this a lot with projects that I've never done before and it's like my first time making them. So I was making this top and I did not realize until I was a pretty good, I feel like that I was like at least halfway through the project. And then I realized that I really messed up and it could not be fixed. And it made me so mad that I just put it down. And yeah, it's because so this is a spider web, and for those of you who already know the project, it's the spider web top by Passionate Goods. So I was like, I'm gonna make me a top because you know what? I'm actually supposed to be going to this, it's called Ghouls Night Out, and it's actually on October 30th. So I thought that I would make a top and maybe wear a cute sweater over it or something. And I wanted to be Halloween colors. So yes. You're supposed to have 8 sides to your spider web, and I didn't even know. And I'm just crocheting and thinking that, oh my god, this is turning out so cute. I love the color combinations and everything, and oh, this is perfect. Getting through, I'm on the double crochets for the top, and then I realized that my spider web does not have 8 sides. It had 9. Not this little portion right here, because I already I ripped it out. I got so I was pissed. So I ripped it out, and guys, look, this was the body that I was working on, and I literally had to rip it out because this spider web was already connected, because it's the first thing you make and then you move on to the body and you're connecting the body on the spider web. So there was no way that I could fix this. So I literally ripped it all out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start again in the morning. But I am so known for doing this with projects. New projects. I just yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm crocheting along and I think I'm following the pattern. And even with this shirt back here, this one, I remember when I first started that shirt, there was supposed to be a certain amount of corners that you make, and I missed one. Didn't realize it until I was a pretty good amount through. Had to rip it all out and start again, you know, so that's always fun. So anyway, this vlog, we are going to be correctly finishing this top and making this top. So we are going to get started. I have all my colors picked out. I think it's gonna be super cute because you guys already saw the colors that I chose. So I want the spider web to be orange. I have the body that is gonna be green and purple. Because I think these two colors just look so good together for Halloween. I love that. That's classic. If y'all don't think about Beetlejuice, you should, because this is kind of what that reminds me of. You add some black in there. Look, definitely. Oh, and you need white too, but I don't want to include white in this top. I'm just going to make the body with the green and purple, the spiderweb orange, and then I'm going to outline the top with black. So that's going to be our project for today. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I will say the other thing that happened to me last night when I was making this top was when I started it on the spider web, I for some reason thought that I kept getting my double crochet counts off, but I think it was just weirdly written in the pattern that, I don't know, I think you're not supposed to count the first double crochet that you double crochet into. And I kept getting a number that was different from what she had, but then at the end it was the same. So I literally had start that row, I think 3 times until I figured it out. And that also made me so mad because I spent so much time on that. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'm gonna make a size medium for myself, So we'll see. We're just gonna work on this today and hopefully we get it done. I will say also, I was trying to do, I don't know how many of you know about Stash Bust September. I was trying to do Stash Bust September, and I failed because I went to the store the other day because I wanted this orange for this top and I didn't have it. So I went shopping, and of course I bought more than that. I bought other colors. So you want to see what I got? Okay. Is this the, no. Yeah, that's it. This is the bag. Okay. So I already had the green for the top. I need to get some more black, so I had to buy black. So I got the black yarn. I also got this very, very pretty burgundy color. I love this burgundy color. I actually made a bucket hat with this color, and it was like gorgeous. And I'm not even a hat person, y'all, but like that hat is so cute. And then I went and I found this pretty striped, like a pink, white, and almost like, it's like hot pink, light pink, and white striped yarn. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with this just yet, but we're gonna figure it out, something cute, so we'll see. And then of course, like I said, I got the orange, so I got a few of that. So yeah, I did not follow Stash Bust September, and that's okay. I made it, however, like 19 days, and that's a good half of the month. I didn't buy any yarn until then, and I'm very proud of myself because I used what I had in my stash. But you know what? Actually, I feel like I haven't crocheted as much as I normally do. I think I've been working on like larger projects that have been taking me longer, so I haven't even really used a lot of my yarn stash. But anyway, okay, enough of that, enough of talking, let's get started. All right, so let's get our pattern pulled up, and we are going to be following it correctly so that I come out with the correct amount of sides that I'm supposed to have. Yes. Okay. And if you guys are curious, like I said, this is the spiderweb top by Passionate Goods. You can get it on her website. I will link it below if you guys want to make the pattern for yourselves as well. Let's see here. All right, we have this up. And I don't mind, like it sucks that I have to start over, and I decided that I'm not actually going to start with this because if I do, I'm going to run out of yarn and I don't want to have another end to weave in. I know that's kind of like whatever, but you guys know, if you know, you know, we don't like to weave in ends. So the less ends, the better. I already am going to have to weave in so many ends because I'm going to be doing a striped pattern versus a solid body. And that was the other thing that sucked last night. I started and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go and weave in my ends along the way. And I was doing so well with that. So I'm like, I'm gonna weave in my ends and then I'll just tie all the knots at the end and like cut them off and then I'll be good to go. And then that happened and I was like, oh my God, I did all that work already. So gotta do it again, but it is what it is. So let's start with our skein here. But the good thing is, since it is like striped, it's kind of like, it's not that much of a yarn eater because you're switching colors, so it's not going to take up all the yarn. And then for the orange, I only need the orange for the spiderweb portion of the pattern, so yeah. I don't know, have y'all ever, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's done that before, like starting a project and yeah, messing up over and over again, because like I said, I'm pretty known for that and it sucks. And I'm like, literally, I should tell myself when I'm starting a new project, Sam, stop along every portion of the way and check your work before you continue, because it'll save you so much time and you won't have to rip and frog everything, you know? So I'm going to be doing that. See, look. Already, I was starting off like I knew what I was doing, and I was not starting off correctly. So, okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, you guys might hear like what's going on outside and things, because I do have my windows open today. It's actually like in the mid 60s, so it's not like super hot. So I wanted to just let some air in. Yeah, it's given like twilight vibes outside, that's for sure, because it's like cloudy, like gray skies. Yesterday was like rainy. That's kind of what it is. It's given fall vibes for sure. This font on here, I'm blind, y'all, okay? And this font, I need to zoom. It's very small. So it's a good thing I did not get too far, because there is a factory knot, and I don't need this in my spiderweb portion of my top. Guys, I think the world is against me making this top or something. Like, what in the world? I don't know. You can't have a factory knot in the spiderweb. It's not gonna look right. So now I have to cut this and pray that there's no other freaking factory knots in this yarn. Oh my God. I am going to crash out in 2 seconds. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't get that far. But I went to pull on the yarn and there was that factory knot. Y'all just feel it, because you feeling it with me? Because I'm feeling it today. You know what? Oh boy. All right, so here we go. We are saving those for scraps. We'll just use those as scraps. I am praying that there are no more factory knots. I almost want to like pull on the skein the amount of yarn that I think it's going to take to make this web, just to make sure. Because if I find another factory knot, I'm probably going to crash out, y'all. So let's hope that there is no more factory knots. Starting again. Round 2. Just what a way to ruin it. Oh boy. I will say that it is like very satisfying making this spider web though, because it's nice to see it like come together. So this is probably like my favorite part of this top. And yes, I have literally been counting that to make sure that I have 8 sides after every round, just so I don't mess up again. Okay, our spider web is complete with 8 sides. I counted like 3 times just to make sure before I cut my yarn off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides. Yay. Okay, so now we're going to attach our colors for the body to the spider web, and we should not have any problems. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm feeling good. So I love this part. It's so cute. I love that. Okay, moving along. Let's start off. We're going to start with the purple. I never, like, it's funny because I never really do anything for Halloween. I used to be like all about, as of course, like as a kid, you went trick-or-treating or whatever. But then as I've gotten older, I did used to like passing out candy for kids and everything. I like the cute Halloween aspect of Halloween, not the scary, because I'm a big chicken, y'all. I don't like scary movies. I don't watch scary movies or anything like that. But I will like watch all the fall stuff, like and the cute Halloween movies. So I like, y'all know Disney OG, the Disney original Halloween Town movies, but only the first and second one with the original girl. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But I like Halloween Town, and then I'll watch the Twilights because I was just watching that yesterday and the day before. Actually, I watched the first one, and then I watched New Moon and Eclipse yesterday. And then like Hocus Pocus, like all the cute stuff. So I'm all about the cute Halloween, you know, the cute little ghosties and whatever. But the scary stuff, no, I no thank you. I will not be seeing any scary movies at all. So yeah. But yeah, and actually I've never gone out for like any Halloween parties or anything. I never did. And this is the first that I'm actually going out. A coworker of mine invited me to go to a ghouls night out. So it's basically like a wine tasting event or whatever, and they're gonna have like little fall activities to do outside too. So I think it'll be fun. And I felt like since I'm actually going out for Halloween this year, let's make a little cute something to wear. So yeah. I don't know why it seems like so difficult to start off with a double crochet. Usually you're like slip stitching into something instead of like immediately double crocheting into something. And then the one thing about this pattern specifically was like, okay, you have to double crochet into the chain spaces. And y'all know too, if you crochet, first of all, crocheting into the chain is just like a personal hell because it takes so long and it's so tedious. And then you're like, I used to be like, well, which one do I chain into? Do I chain into just like one of the loops, or do I chain into both? Or do I chain into the back bump? But I found with this one, I liked it. It looked neater and cleaner if I'm just crocheting underneath the V. So going and crocheting underneath both loops. So yeah. But this is the part yesterday where I just kept messing up the count. So we should not be doing that today. I'm just gonna do it and it should come out correctly. So I counted. I'm also probably not gonna have you guys watch me do this first row of the double crochets into the chain spaces because it's gonna take me a little while. Let's see, it's 12:49. Let's see how long this takes me to go across to where I'm supposed to go. Hopefully not that long. I tried to make like the last row a little bit looser so that way it's easier for me to get my hook in, but I feel like even when you still do that, it likes to just tighten up anyway as you're trying to get underneath both loops. So it's probably gonna take me a little minute. So I'm just going to do this and I will catch you guys back up with me in a little bit. We are connected and crocheted into our foundation chains. I love this purple against the orange. So I'm gonna continue working on this. I'm just gonna take a little break really quickly, have something to eat because it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I have not had breakfast yet. I've only had my iced coffee and that's it. So I'm going to go eat some food and then I'll come back and we will continue working on the body for this. So for our brunch today, we are making some pancakes. Yep. Pancakes it was because I didn't have any almond milk, so I couldn't eat any cereal or oatmeal. And I wanted pancakes because I haven't had pancakes in forever. So pancakes it was. Oh, and also I'm taking out meat for later's dinner. And I found this in the store, and it is actually pre-diced chicken breast, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make some chicken stir fry today. Anything to make my life easier. So this, when I found it, I'm like, yeah, we need that so we don't have to do the work. But I think that's what's for dinner today. So we will take that out right now so it can thaw for later. And Nina has smelt my pancake, so she is awake now, and you'll probably hear her barking because she wants some because she smelled it. And let's see what's on good on TV. Hey, that guy looked familiar. I don't know what he played in. Oh, that's the guy from Outlander. What is that? That's who that is. I just started back watching Outlander too, y'all. If you haven't seen the show, it's really good. So, yeah, we're into that for this fall as well. Okay, pancakes were so good. I haven't had them in so long. So that was breakfast, and now we are going to hopefully finish our top. We're gonna see if we finish it today. I don't know how long exactly it's gonna take me. I feel like when I got to this part yesterday, it was working out pretty quickly. So it's 1:45 right now, and we'll see how long it takes us. I am going to be a good girl still and still try to weave in my ends as I go, because I know that if I do not, I'm going to regret it. So I will be weaving in my ends as we go, since we are doing a striped pattern. And I need to switch here to my green. Unfortunately, like with this, I was going to try and like carry the color so that way I wouldn't have many ends to weave in, but I don't know, like I would have had to carry the yarn across the row, and I don't think that, I just didn't want to do that. So I just figured, let me not be lazy, and I will cut my yarn and weave in the ends. And y'all, like, the green and purple together. This is cute. This is cute. I'm so glad I chose these colors. And this time, we should not have to frog anything. Look, I didn't even read the pattern for like doing this part, so just because I'm going to, just to make sure that I did what I was supposed to do and not guessing. Okay, and I didn't count my double crochets for the purple, so let's make sure that I had 53. Yep, 53. Yay. Okay. Just want to make sure, because you know Sam likes to assume, so we don't want to assume. We want to get it right the first time, okay? Okay, so I have finished the rows for our body and I am about to get started on working on the decreasing rows for the rest. So I'm loving this color combo. I think it is going to be so freaking cute once again. So yeah, we have to do the decreasing rows and I have to make sure that I pay extra attention to this part because I've not done it before. I don't want to mess up. So there are instructions for the stripe top, so I have to make sure that I am reading these closely and doing my counts so I can get it right. So let's continue. I actually turned on the Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 since I was already watching the other movies for the past couple of days. So that's what I've just been chilling and watching. Let's see here. I think, are we supposed to leave it attached? That's what I want to know. Okay, so it's kind of like going back and forth for the decreasing rows, I see, and still changing. I've been very good, y'all. I have been weaving in all my ends, so my ends are weaved. I left them attached just because, just in case. I am a just in case type of person, but when I get to the rest of the body and doing the decrease rows, all I have to do, I weave them all in, so all I have to do is literally just tie knots and cut it off, and that's it. So I've been good, and we're gonna keep weaving in our ends as we go, that way we don't have so many at the end. Okay, so I am working on more of the body, but I am going to have to stop here for today. It is 5:15 in the afternoon, and I've gotten pretty far, but I'm still working on the decreasing rows on the sides, and then I have even more decreasing. It's just taking a longer time because of the stripes. So I've been trying to still weave in my ends as I go and switch back and forth between the purple and green, and it's coming along. It's just taking a little bit longer, and I still have a few things to do. So I have to, I still got to cook some dinner, and I have to take my dog a bath before I go to work tomorrow, because I actually work the next 3 days. So I will not be back to finish our top until Saturday, and I'm hoping by then, I don't know, maybe tonight I might work and try to get a little bit more of the decreasing rows done. We'll see how I feel, but yeah, I won't get to finish the top until Saturday, so I will see you guys on Saturday. Good morning, everybody. It is not Saturday, it is actually Sunday. So yesterday I was a little bit busy and I did something super fun yesterday. It was very different. I have not done it before, and it was, I went with a friend of mine to a Korean barbecue. So it was like, it's called K-pot, and you basically pick all of your meats that you want to cook and you cook it in this like center grill. It was so cool and like pretty fun. At first I'm like, I don't have a clue how to order, and then we were just like, well, let's just do like, we'll just do like everything, and you just literally pick whatever you want. So that was like so fun yesterday. So I did actually get to work on my top last night, and I got pretty far with the sides. I actually finished the body in the sides. So here is the finished top. Not finished, but the body's finished. So I literally just have to put on the outline around the sides of the body, and then the straps, and then guys, this will be done. And I don't know about y'all, but I love these colors, and I think the black is just gonna make it pop so well. Like, look at how cute that's gonna be. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish doing that. I just got some oatmeal. It's actually quite early this morning, earlier for me than usual. It is 9:52. So I'm getting started earlier because I do also have another fun thing planned for today, it is the Mum Fest down in Akron. So you guys, if you don't know, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I do live in Ohio, around the Cleveland area, like the west side of Cleveland, and I will be going with a coworker of mine to the Mum Fest, and they're supposed to be having like all these food trucks and vendors and everything too, so we will get to check all that out. So if I remember to do it, I'm so bad at remembering to record, but I will take you guys along with me if I see some cool stuff. So yes, I am eating my oatmeal this morning out of my burn book Mean Girls mug. I found this mug and at Walmart, and it was like $3. So I was like, I need that. Let's get it. So I'm gonna finish eating my oatmeal, and then we're gonna start working on the outline in black for our spiderweb top. I wanted to you know, like little things make you happy. So this is the little thing that made me happy. Is I ordered this bag. It actually came as a set of 3 from Natural Life, and no, this is not sponsored. I just thought this was the cutest thing because my other coworker actually had a different bag that said happy bag, and I'm like, I need one of those, and it would be perfect to stash my crochet projects in, like when I'm on the go. So I got one, and it is like perfect for it. So I'm able to fit like my current project. I got a couple skeins of yarn in here, and then my little tin that I carry around with all my tools and stitch markers and all that. It fits perfectly in this bag. I love it. I ordered this because I actually ordered more of these headbands. So that's where I get the headbands from too. Oh, I need this little tin. So while I am starting the outline of our top, I will talk about the K-pot place, which was like so cool. I loved it. And it's so funny because I had I've never been, and my friend that I was with, they went one time to a K-pot spot, but like I don't know, I get like easily overwhelmed with like when I don't know, like first of all, it's already a new spot for me, so I'm like not sure what to do or how to order. And yeah, it was just a lot of options, and I'm like, well, what do we do? So we got all the meat. We went up to the little sauce bar while they were preparing everything, and it was like super quick, obviously though, because it's all like raw stuff and you just cook it, so they just have to bring it out. So we went to the sauce bar, came back, everything was laid out on the table, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So we sat down, and then we got to cooking on our grill, not realizing that, I don't know, maybe we were just too busy talking, but not realizing that there was some oil that you're supposed to put on the grill first, kind of like over on the side of the table there, and we did not pay attention to it. So we're like cooking all this food, and meanwhile it's like starting to stick and it's like burning. And I'm like, oh wait, and then he points over and they're like, I think we were supposed to use that right there. And I was just like, oh yeah, we probably were. So anyway, I thought that was pretty funny because the first time we did it, our grill in the middle was just like black. Everything was burnt on there. And the server came over and she's like, did you guys want me to change your grill out for you? And we're like, yes, please. Thank you. So, but yeah, that was definitely a fun experience, and I would definitely recommend that because yeah, it was something different to do. I've never done that before, so that was pretty cool. So another thing too is like, I don't know if anybody else is from Ohio, y'all know our weather can be like so iffy, but I've been so glad because I feel like the warmer weather has been trying to stick around, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it, and I wish it would just stay. But I know it's not going to, but today's supposed to be very, very nice, and I'm glad, especially since I'll be going to that Mum Festival, and that's just gonna be nice. I'm glad we're gonna have nice weather and right in time for me to be off too, because all this week while I was at work, it rained, and that's fine because then it said like on the weekend it was supposed to be like beautiful weather. So yesterday we had like mid 70s and sunny. today. I think I saw that it's supposed to be into the 80s or at least hit 80 degrees. So I am just soaking up the heat. I love it. Absolutely love it. Like, if I could live in Florida, I would. That's how much I like the heat, and the humidity does not bother me at all. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So when the orange and the black are together at the top here, it's gonna look so cool. I love this so much. Okay, here is with our black outline. I love it. So I gotta go around and single crochet one more around the whole top and then make our straps, and then we shall be done. Only thing is, it's 11 o'clock and I have to get ready to go because I need to make a stop at the store before I meet her. So I won't be able to finish my top before I go. So I'm gonna probably get back on here later on this afternoon when I come back and finish it off. So yes, and like I said, if I remember, I am going to try to record if I see some cool, you know, vendor stands. I'm sure there'll probably be some crochet stands there, so we'll just have to go and check it out. So I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so I am back. It is about 5:30 in the afternoon now, and I did go to the Mom Festival. It was very fun, but of course, I'm so bad at remembering to record. I took a couple of pictures, so if I remember, I will post them somewhere on the screen for you guys to see how pretty these flowers were. But they had all of these arrangements and they had a specific design. I guess their theme of the year was bees, but you could see better from like a top-down view, and I think they had drones that were like over top, that if you scan the QR you could connect to the video to see the over top view. But then they also had like pictures of what it was supposed to be, and it was so pretty. But there were so many different colors of the moms that they had. They had orange, like burgundy, purple, white, yellow. It was just so pretty. And then they had a whole bunch of vendors there, so pretty much everything that you can think of. And I did see like maybe like 3 or 4 crochet booths. Some were different, some had plushies, some had like hats or blankets. So there was like a variety of crochet booths that I did run into. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, and it was such a nice day out. It's like 80 degrees out today, which is like so rare for, I feel like this time of year. It's the end of September, so I'm glad it was a nice day. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. I ended up getting a gyro, and then I got some french fries to eat, and it was so good. So we had a really good time. I'm so glad that I went. So I'm just going to continue with our top. We got to our outline, and I'm just gonna keep doing my single crochets around, and all I have to do is make the straps for the top, and then I should be done. So I'm gonna say it's 5:30 now. By the time I get done with all of the single crochets around and the straps, I'm gonna give it, I'll be realistic, I'll probably give it till about like 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. So we're gonna see, and then we should be done with our spiderweb top. Oh, and then how could I forget? So my friend Shayna, she wanted to get a henna. She's always wanted to do a henna tattoo, and I ended up actually getting one with her, and it came out super cute on my hand. I absolutely love this. I think it's like the coolest thing, but she did such a good job. So I'm just letting it dry, and I guess you're supposed to like peel it off or like scrape off the ink that they use or whatever, and it'll be left like with, you know, the tattoo. So I'm trying to be very careful and not like scrape it off by accident. I'm trying to leave it on at least until tonight, and then I'll like scrape off the ink. So we'll try to our best to be careful with that. But it's so cute. It came out so super cute. I love it. Okay, I am all done. I made our straps and we are just gonna get our top laced up and I'll give it a try on to see how it looks, and I'm hoping it looks good. So let's see. Here is the final try on for our top, and I absolutely love how this turned out. Like, the colors I chose are so cute, and I'm so glad that I decided to outline in black. I just feel like it makes all the colors in the top pop. And then here's the back of the top. I made the straps a little bit long, but we can adjust those. But yes, I am so happy with how this turned out. It is very, very cute. I think, like I said, it'll be October, so I'm going to wear like a cardigan or sweater over it because I'm sure by that time it's going to be a lot colder. But yes, I love this top, love it so much. So guys, I am going to be ending this vlog here. If you like this video, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so that way you can see some more content from me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!